Welcome to this lesson on exocytosis, one of the fundamental processes cells use to transport materials. Exocytosis is the mechanism by which cells expel or release materials to the outside environment. This process is essential for many cellular functions, from communication between cells to waste removal. Throughout this video, we'll explore how this fascinating process works and why it's so important for life. Let's define exocytosis clearly. Exocytosis is the process by which cells transport materials out of the cell by packaging them in vesicles that fuse with the plasma membrane. Think of vesicles as tiny bubbles or sacs made of membrane that carry cargo. These vesicles travel to the cell's outer boundary, the plasma membrane, and merge with it. When this fusion happens, the contents inside the vesicle are released to the outside of the cell. This elegant mechanism allows cells to export large molecules and particles that are too big to pass through the membrane by other means. Two key components make exocytosis possible. First, we have vesicles, which are membrane-bound sacs containing the materials that need to be exported from the cell. These vesicles can carry proteins, hormones, neurotransmitters, or waste products. Second, we have the plasma membrane, which is the cell's outer boundary. This is where the vesicles fuse and release their contents. The plasma membrane acts as the exit point for materials leaving the cell. Both components work together seamlessly to enable this transport process. The exocytosis process happens in three main steps. First, a vesicle forms inside the cell and moves toward the plasma membrane. The vesicle is like a delivery package traveling to its destination. Second, when the vesicle reaches the plasma membrane, the two membranes fuse together. This fusion is a carefully controlled process involving specific proteins. Third, once fusion is complete, the contents of the vesicle are released outside the cell. The vesicle membrane becomes part of the plasma membrane, and the cargo is successfully exported. There are two main types of exocytosis that serve different purposes. Constitutive exocytosis is a continuous process that occurs in all cells. It happens constantly without any special signal and is important for maintaining the plasma membrane and secreting materials that cells regularly produce. Regulated exocytosis, on the other hand, is triggered by specific signals. This type releases stored materials only when needed, allowing the cell to respond to specific conditions. For example, when a nerve cell needs to communicate, it uses regulated exocytosis to release neurotransmitters. Exocytosis plays crucial roles throughout your body. Neurons, or nerve cells, use exocytosis to release neurotransmitters into synapses, which are the tiny gaps between nerve cells. This allows signals to travel from one neuron to another, enabling everything from thought to movement. Pancreatic cells secrete insulin into the bloodstream through exocytosis, helping regulate blood sugar levels. Immune cells release antibodies and enzymes via exocytosis to fight off infections and foreign invaders. These are just a few examples of how vital this process is for normal body function. Understanding why exocytosis matters helps us appreciate its importance. First, it's essential for cell communication and signaling. Cells need to send messages to each other, and exocytosis enables this by releasing signaling molecules. Second, exocytosis removes cellular waste products, keeping cells healthy and preventing toxic buildup. Third, it maintains and repairs the plasma membrane by adding new membrane material during the fusion process. Finally, exocytosis is critical for hormone and enzyme secretion, which regulate countless processes in your body from digestion to growth. To summarize, exocytosis enables cells to export materials by fusing vesicles with the plasma membrane. This process plays vital roles in communication between cells, waste removal, and the secretion of important molecules like hormones and enzymes. Whether it's neurons transmitting signals, immune cells fighting infections, or pancreatic cells releasing insulin, exocytosis is working constantly to keep your body functioning properly. Understanding this fundamental cellular process gives us insight into how our bodies work at the molecular level.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.